What's going on, guys? Rubicon Games here with more Armour Core 6. Last episode, when we left off, we started our new journey in New Game Plus and got a little bit of a taste of how things changed up in subsequent playthroughs. So that was really cool, and it involved a very tough AC battle. So I recommend going back and watching that if you haven't seen it, because it was definitely a surprising challenge, and yeah, potentially has some story implications for our later playthroughs as well. But this episode, we're just going to carry on and complete some more missions and see if any of them have changed up. Hopefully unlock some more parts along the way, and then that way I can get on with doing a couple more builds for you guys and getting them up in the playthrough to show off. But for now, the next mission we're going to be doing is destroy the weaponized mining ship, and that was really cool. It's very similar to the Spirit of Motherwell in terms of, you know, going towards a big mobile platform. Yeah, really fun mission. Again, I'm going to skip the mission briefing just because we have seen it. But in terms of our AC build, I think I'm going to go for maybe a quad build. Might actually do Boomstick Gaming's build with a lot of explosive weapons and missiles. Should be pretty good, and the hoverability on the quad leg should help us out when we're on the platform. Very simple mission this. Go towards the target, destroy some generators, and then take out the big eye cannon.
Commence mission. First, get through all that dust and make contact with the Strider.
Brilliantly cinematic intro to the mission, seeing it through all the dust.
Must be one of the corporation's dogs. Activate the eye. Turn them away. Yes, sir. Coral, abide with Rubicon. Abide with Rubicon.
Hopefully we should be able to avoid the eye laser here. Can be quite difficult. Managed to avoid that shot. Didn't do so well with that one.
50%. Two repair kits remaining.
All right, now you're up close and personal. Take out one of its legs and bring it to a halt.
What? They evaded the eye laser?
All hands. Prepare for close range combat. Intercept.
Confirmed. Strider leg compromised. It's going down. The bigger they are, the harder they fall.
Really cool how all this happens in real time as well.
Alright, now we've got a foothold to get on the deck. Grab on and get to work on the sub-generators.
Pilot's no rookie. We can't take any chance. Decouple the rear.
We're trying to counter-run. And
Ah! We can't take the enemy AC! Remember, we fight for the coral. Defend the sub-generator.
Taking things nice and slow here. Trying to avoid taking any more damage.
sub-generator destroyed. 3 to go.
Again, making use of the hover feature.
Sir, we've lost another sub-generator!
2 to go.
Remember the hardships that made us. Remember that when Rubicon burns, we endure.
I'm not too worried about how well we do, just because we haven't seen this mission before.
We're losing the shield, sir.
Just one left.
Striders, the
But
flag
still going to
is
try
about
and
the war.
minimise any damage,
Hold the line.
unnecessary
Defend the ship with your
costs.
lives.
All sub-generators destroyed. The ice shield is offline. Head to the front segment and hit the target. Now you've got the target in your sights. Time to finish this, 621.
The eye is taking significant damage. We're not through yet. Show them our pride. Sir, the eye is in a critical state. Sir, no response from the eye. No. We can't lose the Strider.
Confirmed. Target destroyed. And it looks like all that energy it was sucking up has nowhere to go. Move 621. You need to get clear of the Strider.
You can see just how high we are here as well while we're flying. Pretty crazy. Something to note is when you're attacking the eye, it can shoot its laser beam at you again, but if you're aggressive, you should be safe.
See that, 621? The Strider's blowing itself up. A fitting end for something built to fail.
Absolutely love the look of that mission. Reminds me of something like Shadow of the Colossus. But yeah, it did pretty well. Like I said, I'm not too worried about how well we do.
You must be the handler, I presume, for the independent mercenary Raven.
Honored to make your...
I understand you want to join. You do realize... No, you're...
I hear must be...
Oh,
You'll see.
who's...
So this is us being set up to take part in Operation Wall Climber, which is a mission where we work with V7 Rusty
One new message.
and ends with us battling on top of a dam type structure against quite a cool boss.
Raven, I am thrilled to have issued... Allow me to... V8, I think...
So it's quite funny. V2 Snail really doesn't want us to take part in a mission, but Pater, the guy that was just talking there, makes out that he's thrilled to have us on the mission. Again, going to skip the briefing just because we've seen it before. Not quite sure what build we're going to be taking. I think this guy. I haven't really shown him off at all, I don't think, in the playthrough. And also the Nebula plasma rifle got changed up, and I haven't actually experimented with that after the patch, so it'd be interesting to see if it's still viable, because it was very powerful before. Especially the charge shot did a massive AoE explosion that was basically like a bazooka shot, so it's quite handy, but it doesn't have the most amount of ammo, so it'll be interesting to see if after the slight nerf it's had, if the ammo constraints get in the way of it being usable or not. Still a very fun weapon though,
Your objective is to take the liberation.
unless it has been nerfed into the ground, but we'll soon find out.
Main system activating combat mode.
Commence mission. We'll start by clearing the way for Archibus.
You can see the boss there,
Take out the Gatling cannons protecting
top of
the
the wall.
city, and the Baus tetrapod MT
destroying these drop ships.
There's heavy fire coming from up top. 621.
never climb the walls, corporation dog! Coral! Abide with Rubicon!
So what I did last time, I played this mission, which seemed to work pretty well. Just come around the side here, avoid all the cannon shots. Then that way you can take out the cannons that are on the wall, so they don't get in the way of you fighting the tetrapods. There's something to note over here. There is, if I can find him, one of the red guns has been destroyed.
They're in the city.
There he is.
Just one AC.
So this is Cannon Head was the AC name. I can't remember the pilot's name though. But he's one of the ACs that we work with Guazu on the mission that we saw at the end of last episode. And yeah, you can see that they were attempting to take down the wall as well and climb it, but it didn't go so well for them. I think the tetrapod might have spotted us there. It's not the end of the world. So now all those cannons are destroyed, we can take on EMT.
We stand as one! Die, mercenary!
Give me the best one. There's an AC behind
Another one!
Mouse Tetrapod MT eliminated. That significantly reduces the threat in the city. Access the bulkhead and break into the wall.
Not the cleanest tetrapod kill, but still took him down with not much trouble. Certainly took him down much more easily than we did first time we faced him.
Inside the wall. Be prepared for close quarters combat. Do you read me? This is V4 Rusty.
So you can see the AoE on that is still pretty big.
I'll have to step up my own game.
A numbered Vesper is elite. Remember, even Balin couldn't crack the wall. Don't
Absolutely
count on too
fantastic
much.
at taking out groups of enemies.
Enemy attack! Can you send backup? We're taking too much fire!
We should have a resupply point here as well.
Should be a lift nearby. The target is close.
So you can see, even though the Nebula rifle doesn't have the most amount of ammo, it's still been more than enough for this mission. Especially considering most missions that have a boss fight at the end do give you a resupply unit. Really love the design of these AC parts. Really reminds me of Armored Core 2.
Make sure you resupply.
I'd love to get a remaster of the older games, especially with updating the controls so you can actually use the analog sticks. That'd be pretty good. So yeah, meeting up with their old friend Rusty here.
You must be Raven. One of the infamous handler Walter's hounds. Interesting. You ready to climb the wall? That's the Juggernaut, heavy mobile cannon. I wouldn't recommend taking it head-on. It won't be able to keep up with steel haze. I'll distract it while you hit its blind spot. That's the stuff. Walter knows the way. This is V4. Understood. Raven, I just got an update from Snail at command. We've got enemy reinforcements incoming. If I don't intercept them, we're both toast. Hate to leave you like this, but you'll have to finish without
So yeah, what you want to do, if you couldn't tell,
so much for
is try and get behind him and attack the spot on the back. It's much easier when Rusty is here, providing a lot more distraction. You do need to be careful that he doesn't ram into you, and those cannon shots that you get the warnings, you can see do a lot of damage. That's quite well timed, and he also launches out those mines that you need to be careful of. If you're lucky, he puts himself against the wall like he did there, and you can then get behind him very easily. But yeah, it's definitely a much easier fight while Rusty is still here. So you want to get as much damage in as possible. But he is actually quite easy to stagger, as long as you're hitting that vulnerable spot on the back.
Confirmed. Juggernaut destroyed. Operation Wall Climber is a success. That pilot.
But yeah,
Rusty,
really cool looking enemy.
it seems he knew who you really are. It won't matter. I've taken that contingency into account.
Yeah, another fantastic mission. Brilliant mix of combat. And yeah, nice to see some interior spaces. And then ending in a wicked boss fight with a co-op partner. So again, another mission that I really enjoyed the first time playing through the game. It is nice to revisit these missions with new parts.
We're war buddies now. I think I should tell you something. During Operation Wall Climber, Arquebus was planning to sacrifice you. The plan was to use independent mercenaries to clear the way so that the Vespers could step in and take over. But instead, you took the wall. The higher-ups are going to remember you now, that's for sure. As will I.
So even though we've heard it before, I thought I'd let that play again. Just to remind everyone that this is an Armored Core game and the companies do not have our best interests at heart. But thankfully, because we're the player character and we've done it before, we managed to make it through that mission. So in here we've got a choice of which mission to do first, and I think I'm going to do retrieve combat logs.
Got a job for you, 16.
Quite a nice mission, this one. Nice change of pace from the mission that we just did. It's quite tough, especially the first time you play through it. I think I'm going to use this guy just because we haven't used him in a long time. So he's got energy shotgun in his left arm, energy pistol in the right arm, plasma missiles on the right shoulder, and then a spread bazooka on the left shoulder that we could swap to in our left arm. And yeah, it's definitely not the best build, but I find it quite a fun build to mess around with. And unless this mission is changed up for this playthrough, it's not the most difficult mission, so this guy should be more than enough to take it on.
621. You should be.
Main system activating combat mode.
Commence mission. Search the nearby wrecks for combat logs recording engagements with V4 Rusty. That's what we're looking for, 621. I'll analyze it on my end.
So here, throughout the mission, we do get to see how much of a badass Rusty is. You can see from the logs that we'll pick up that he's managed to take down a lot of targets on the way to Operation Wall Climber. And yeah, some of the logs aren't completely relevant, but they're still a nice little bit of background for quite an important character to the story.
Analyzing log.
So yeah, this one isn't related to Rusty, but if you look on the second to last line, it says they know we need it to raise mealworms, which we run into later on in the game. They're a biological enemy, but they literally mean mealworms. It is what the guys on Rubicon eat. Doesn't seem very appetizing,
Some more evidence on what they call the
but I think if you didn't have a choice, it's better than starving, really. Completely missed our kick there. One good thing about this energy pistol is that it does have a ridiculous amount of ammo.
Open fire! Kill the intruder!
So if you think you're entering a longer mission,
next 3 logs.
it's probably quite a good weapon to take. So here's another one relating to Rusty. And here it's saying about how it's a very quick AC and what sort of weapons it has.
This is useful. We've got visuals on V4's AC assembly. Analyzing.
It's not totally related to Rusty, but they're mentioning the Vespers there and basically letting on to the fact that they are a serious threat. And you see that throughout the story as well.
Worthless.
Stop! What are you doing here?
Looks like they're out scavenging. Could be a dozer.
They're still dangerous.
So here's actually one of the enemies, the boss enemy that we faced at the end of last mission. And it seems like Rusty managed to take down one all by himself. So, yeah, very, very powerful character there.
Interesting. This could be worth something.
Something to point out in this mission is there is a hidden AC fight. We come down here, there's a target we can scan there. There's one here.
Pilot. You're no comrade of ours, are you? Wait, you killed them all!
And if we come down, we get greeted by this lovely lady. And you can see, again, this is another target Rusty's destroyed.
A liberation front survivor. Just hold us up if you engage her. The mission comes before everything else. Keep an eye on the clock. Either
not the toughest fight, but their pulse shield is very annoying.
Confirmed. Enemy AC destroyed.
You have to be careful
621.
about that guy there shooting at us.
7 logs.
So yeah, this guy wasn't on the battlefield very long. Says they appeared to immediately pull the emergency eject lever at the start of the operation. So either they weren't very good at piloting their AC or their MT, or they got scared. But it doesn't give us any more information on Rusty.
Nothing we can sell here.
But as far as I'm aware, and I've gone back and played this mission a couple of times, these are all the logs I can find. There might be some more hidden,
Main force be here any
but if
minute.
you head off in that direction,
We've
you'll
got
hit with a
enough
barrier,
logs to satisfy the
so that is
request.
out of bounds, so you can't
That's
travel
it for
any
this
further.
621. Return to base.
But given the amount of time we get given for the mission, and the fact that it's got that hidden AC battle in it, yeah, it seems about right. So I don't expect there to be any more hidden logs. But if there are, let me know in the comments, and I'll show them off in the playthrough as well at some point when we get to it. But yeah, did pretty well for that mission. It's not the highest paying mission by any means, but I think it's mainly just so we can get some background on Rusty, seeing as he's one of the first sort of main characters we actually meet in the story.
1.
Gun 13 Raven. You bagged us some decent intel on V4. I'll report this to Commander Michigan. Additionally, Gun 6 Red. Privileged to be among Balaam's best. You believe you me, huh?
So this is just us getting thanked for the mission. I'm actually going to wrap this episode up here. The next mission we'll be doing at the start of next episode will be Investigate Boar's Arsenal number 2. It's a very cool mission. It was very tough the first time we played through it, so I wonder if they've changed it up at all for New Game Plus. But yeah, it pits us against facing some cloaked enemies that can be quite difficult to deal with, but hopefully now we've had some experience dealing with them and got some weapons that should be quite good at dealing a lot of damage to them before they can cloak again and move away and we lose lock. They should be much easier to take down. But yeah, thank you very much for watching. I hope you guys have enjoyed this episode. Unfortunately, there hasn't been much new to show off this episode, but it's quite nice sort of steamrolling through missions that we found quite tough, or at least I found quite tough the first time we played through them. And hopefully next episode when we come back here, we'll be able to show off some new changes for the New Game Plus. And yeah, but I am wondering how many more parts there are as well. So I'm looking forward to that and seeing if there is anything new in the garage for us to use. Well, in fact, I know there is, because there's weapons that I've seen on other ACs that we haven't unlocked. So we'll have to make sure, and I might look up to see if there's any weapons that you have to unlock them in a special way. And if there is, we'll definitely make our way towards that throughout the playthrough. But yeah, thank you very much for watching. Next episode, like I said, we'll carry on playing through some more missions and seeing what this playthrough has to offer us. And yeah, hopefully you guys have enjoyed this episode and have enjoyed the series so far. Can't wait to see what the other endings are like and how they shape up and sort of affect the story in the long run. But I'll catch you guys in the next episode.